Hi, it's Laura with Following the Paper Trail, and I have my Tuesday tag to share with you today. This is actually one of the postcards from the Tag Your It album. That album has not only the number 8 size tags, it also has some postcards in it. So here's the other side. I figure put in the area right here, I can put a photo and then some journaling here. I've used a rub-on stamp and cancellation on here, as well as a stamp for the postcard portion of things. So that's that side. But on this side, what I've made is out of some leaf punches. I made some little butterflies. I'm working on an autumn album right now, and I had my McGill punches out. This one is, let's see, this one's called a grape leaf, and I also had the birch leaf out. So I was playing around with those shapes and came up with this cute little butterfly using those punch shapes. Perfect for autumn. So this is out of the out-of-print paper collection from Basic Gray, which is what I used on my sample for my Tag Your It album. Hence, that's what colors these in. But it would be awesome also in more autumn colors. So in order to make these little butterflies, what you're going to need is you're going to need to punch out, and I've already pre-punched these for this little demo. You're going to pre-punch out 2 of the grape leaves from the McGill punch, and these are 1 1/4 by 1 3/8. If you have other kind of maple leaf, grape leaf type shape punches, chances are those will work as well. So you'll need 2 of those, and those are symmetrical, so you can just punch those straight. Now the birch leaf, which is also kind of looks like a rose petal or a rose leaf as well. So if you got to punch that somewhat this shape, and this is 7/8 by 1 3/8. Again, these are McGill punches. You need to punch 2 of these. Now, one of the things with this punch, as you can see, is it's got this little stem that goes off one way. So what you're going to want to do is turn your paper over if you're using a pattern paper in order to get a mirror image of this leaf shape when you punch it. So you just want to flip your paper over. You're also going to need one of these daisies. This is my Marva-Yucata daisy. There's several manufacturers that have this same 8-petaled flower. So you'll need one of these. And this is about 1 inch in diameter, roughly. So what I've done is I've gone ahead and punched the 2 oak leaf, grape leaf shapes out. Now they have a little bit of a long stem on it, so I just trim it so that it's flush with the rest of the leaf, just that little excess piece. I just trim that little guy off, get that out of the way. Now I've already distress inked the edges of this one. So I'm going to just set those down a little bit at an angle. And then I've got my 2 other pieces. If I can pick them up with these fat nails on. The 2 birch leaf pieces, which I've also inked. And those are out of a slightly different paper. So then I've got my, now let's see if it's actually going to run. It is. So I just put a little dab of glue up at the very tip of the birch leaves. I'm then going to place kind of at a little bit of an angle. I'm going to place these guys, these other leaves on top, so that it has that kind of shape, sort of like a butterfly. Then what I've done with this daisy punch is I've trimmed off 2 petals that are opposite of each other, so that then this just kind of becomes kind of the spines, so to speak, of the butterfly wings. So what I'm going to do with those is just put a little, I don't want to put any glue in the center because that is going to fall in the center of this area right here. So I'm just going to put a little dab of glue at the ends of each of those petals. See if I can do this without getting glue all over myself. And then I'm going to place this right where it looks like it's about in the center. So then after you've got that glued down, you can kind of bend the leaves, aka now wings, into a little bit of a 3-dimensional shape, and you'll be able to stick it down there. Now I'm notorious with butterflies. I love butterflies. I use butterflies all the time, but I'm really notorious and have been for about as long as I can remember of not putting antennas on them. I think I have about 3 quilts with butterflies on them that have no antennas. So what I've taken, and these are actually, I cut some black paper clips in half so that I had the black wire. If you had some thin black wire, you could use that. And I've just used some pliers to shape this into an antenna shape. I then put a little bit of glue right there at the end. A little bit of glue up here on the, hopefully I put that in the right spot, up on the wings itself so that I can set that down and glue it into place and just let that dry. But that's how cute and easy it is to make these little leaf butterflies. You'll start punching them out of all sorts of different colors because you can't resist. But they just make really, really fun little embellishments. Now what I did here is I just covered my postcard with some of the pattern paper in green, and then I used my Martha Stewart gate punch, the corner one as well, to punch a little black mat back behind it. And then just on my computer, I wrote, "Give flight to your dreams." But it makes for a really cute little postcard. So have fun making some of these leaf butterflies, perfect for autumn, which starts on Friday. So anyway, thank you for joining me today for my Tuesday tag, and thanks a bunch. We'll see you soon.